Stand to McWhirrs, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Howl's, Harrows, and last time, well, we finally completed my champion, and it's about time to take it for a test drive, so eviction. The Davian manufacturing facility on Lima is an illegal intrusion into our territory and a cover for military personnel and units. Our efforts to resolve this through diplomatic channels have been rebuffed, and so we're now turning to a military solution. The facility must be destroyed. This will be a 4-skull mission, 1 of 5 priority salvage for 916,550 seabills. I'm still kind of on a little bit of a cash kick because I need about 5.5 million seabills at least to build the massive atlas that we currently have sitting in our garage. It's gonna need like another 600,000 just alone in being patched up. 400 or 500,000 in being patched up alone. So it's gonna take a little while for that to happen. Looks like some of our vessels, some of our units have been infested by Slanish, and so that could be a bit of a problem. It has mine. It has not. Lovely. My N2 champion equipped with acid SRM ammunition. Oh, this is going to be fun. So, 4 medium lasers and a heavy Gauss rifle. Death Crusade's driving it because Death Crusade is one of my better gunners. By one of my better, I mean he's my best gunner that I possibly have at the moment with a gunnery 10. I think he actually has a gunnery 9, and we have a bonus to his actual gunnery because he has a, rangefighter plus because he's a +1 gunner. That ought to be fun. Coach is driving the Thanatos. We kind of need it because, you know, the laser AMS is just too good not to have. Although the silver bullet Gauss rifle, I'm not really sold on it. I mean, the risk silver bullet Gauss is basically direct fire artillery, and I'm vacillating on whether or not we keep it. Mockingbird has Kerensky's stick, which is, you know, a pair of heavy MRM-30s with a HAG 20 for backup. Paradox in the Charger with the twin boomsticks for maximum speed and lethality. Howl is still driving her Gauss Wolf. I thought about moving Howl over, but you know what? It didn't seem fitting considering she seems to be quite comfortable in the Gauss Wolf. Jester is driving the Rakatar, which is just a monster of death, destruction, and victory. Finn is, of course, in our Catapult Mark III because every so often we need to capture something, and Showboat's driving the Burnaboy because we've hit our tonnage limits and I couldn't fit anything else. So, with introductions out of the way, just make sure that we activate everything. So, we need to locate and destroy the Davian facility, the garrison, and as well as 2 supporting Davian lances, of which they appear to be somewhat out of position. So, I might be able to use that for evil or good, depending on the definition. We are pirates after all. So, if we need to head over in this direction, let us begin the movement. And there's a Charger moving forward, which is always great. I'm really happy with how fast this Charger moves and generally how decently the Charger does in terms of initiative. It's certainly not the first one out, but it seems to do quite well. 400 ready fusion core, allowing it to just zip along at maximum speed. Just does not care about any of your shenanigans, which is lovely. Showboat in the Burnaboy. I really didn't want to bring the Burnaboy. I did not want to bring this mech, but it was a question of, you either bring this mech or you don't bring anything. Because I had to cram in the champion, and I wanted 8 mechs to be dropping down on things. We should be able to basically drop the whole company in another 6 days, when we will have the next 50-ton upgrade onto our new Leopard as we fix more of its engines, and then another 6 or 8 days after that we will have the last of the upgrades to that Leopard dropship that we sort of bought second-hand, and that'll allow us to drop as much as we want, except for super heavies. If you want to drop super heavies, you only get, I believe, a maximum of 4. I think that it makes it so you can't get more than 800 tons in total, I believe, or it might actually be less than that. Although you used to be able to do it. I can't wait to have this champion get into a fight. I want to see what it does and whether or not I need to modify it. One of the things that I may end up modifying into it or out of it, I suppose, is we may drop the MML 15 down to an MML 10. I don't really know if that MML is necessary for what it is we're sort of doing. And really, I just wanted to give it some sort of SRM bonus capabilities as a bit of an homage to the original version of the mech. The original champion, the bog standard stock one that you can expect in 3025, and I'm actually a little bit annoyed that Harebrained Schemes didn't include in their game, is equipped with a AC-10, 2 medium lasers, 2 small lasers, and an SRM-6. It's actually a pretty solid loadout for sort of a mixed cavalry load. Yes, there's the argument to make that... Oh, we have a target, and the target is a warrior, and I have a heavy Gauss rifle shot on it. I'm not going to take that heavy Gauss rifle shot. It's not really designed for that. So we're just going to hold and wait to see what ends up. We also have located an Orion, nice, a Centurion, I'm not going to bother with that, a Thunderbolt 5 carrier, that needs to die, a Valkyrie, a Striker, as well as a Striker. So we have 2 Strikers. The Orion is the biggest threat, although the Thunderbolt 5 carrier is also going to be nasty, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least Thunderbolt 5s. Dear God, that is Well, that's almost as much firepower as the Racketar, and he can do it indirectly, which is going to be rather painful, actually. So let's rush on forward and hope that we don't have to suffer through all kinds of really nasty firepower. You can actually direct fire CH Striker. I'm going to give that a shot just to see what our listen kills do. That's not good. That is a 10%, which is not good. That's a 19. That's much better, actually. Oh, they have another avatar. I did not... Where is this avatar? Oh, we've located the other lands. Okay. Life is a little more complicated than we intended. Heavy sniper turret equipped with a pair of PPCs. As long as we stay out of line of sight over that, we should be good. A ghost? I don't like ghosts. They're everywhere and they're boring. A heavy dual gun is HVAC and LB10, which is interesting. Point defense, we gotta basically avoid that, otherwise we're not gonna get anything through. Not seeing an artillery turret, but that doesn't mean it's not there. It may be on the back end of it, and if that's the case, well, life is pain. So this is... Oh, I don't remember which version this is, but an ERPPC and an LB10, that's not the most synergistic combination ever, but LB10s or LB20s, I'm sorry, are still incredibly dangerous. The Ghost is standard Ghost fare, so I don't really care about him at all. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to shoot the Avatar. I could, but I'd rather not. Although all I got to do is pop this out of the Avatar, and I've basically beaten it. What I suppose I could do is go for a capture. Oh, that's what I'm doing. The 14%. Yeah, I'm gonna... Do I have any sort of sensor problems? Indirect, long range, sprinted, target effects, target moved. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't remove one of those pips for the target moved. Because if I can just get as much damage as I can on the TBM carrier and just get through its armor, that'll be good, best for everybody, because the amount of firepower it's bringing to the table is too terrifyingly dangerous to deal with. So missiles, got 40 of them. There are listen kill. Hey, we got some penetration. Didn't get really lucky on a fantastic crit, but I'm not going to complain about that one. We are still sort of in the market for another mech. I suppose I could steal the Avatar. Because the Avatar, I can put whatever I want into it. I could throw 2 Arrow 4 artillery missiles onto its arms. I mean, it would be an odd use of an Avatar, but I could. Okay, we got, I believe, oh no, the Avatar jumping around. Interesting. Alright, so that is something we're going to have to be careful of. Showboat's Burner Boy. Yeah, Showboat, your Burner Boy is going to take a little while to actually, get into the fight where I needed to be. But if I can just sort of sprint it right on forward and hopefully avoid clustering too much, I might actually be able to get within range. I'm actually really surprised that the champion has, that the heavy gas rifle has that kind of range on it. Although you have, what's your fire control system? Yeah, it was a pirate fire control system for just a +1 accuracy. So it runs a little bit hotter, it recoils a little bit harder, but a +1 accuracy, -1 evasion, has a targeting computer built in. If I step that down, I may get something even better into it. Also, you think you have an active probe, but I'm not 100% on that. The Charger is, well, I'd love to be able to shoot at many things, but it just doesn't have the range, so I'm actually going to continue the pressure on forward. Although I don't want to be facing away from that TBM carrier, I want to make sure that it has to take forward-aimed shots at me. That way it can cluster across every single one of the location spaces, because if you're aiming at someone's front on, you've got left leg, right leg, which is 2, left arm, right arm, which is another 2, then you've got left torso, right torso, which is another 2, and then you've got head and center torso, which is another 2. So yeah, you've got a grand total of 8 target locations to scatter all over, rather than if you're onto the side where 2 of those go away. Well, 3 of those? Yeah, 3 of those go away, which suddenly makes life a lot more painful, and something to be avoided if at all possible. Not sure. Oh yeah, so we can see the helicopter, which is good. I mean, it's only a warrior. It's not exactly going to, bring the house down. It could, I suppose. Are you the Avatar? I assume so. And I am going to run with that assumption rather than confirming it, because I wouldn't really matter and change what I'm doing at all. I think I'll fire absolutely everything. I will Warlord for this, just to see if I can't knock their spotter out of the sky. If we've managed to pull this off, then I will have a little bit better time ensuring that I don't take too much damage. Okay, good. So we've removed their spotter, which is lovely. Now we're just sensors all around. And also a cavalry unit in the middle of the city. And on top of that, in general, try and kill the fastest enemy units as soon as you can, because unfortunately the AI struggles a little bit with super high speed units. Oh, am I not going to be able to take this road? Shoot. Well, that sucks. I think I may not be able to take this road off to the side.
Standing by.
Yeah, we're not. We have to just go run right on forward. Okay. I can do that. I actually can do that. We are equipped to do such things. So yeah, let's just run right on ahead. And yeah, I'm a little bit clustered, which is going to suck when they start busting out the thermal bolts, which if he has enough thermal bolts for every single one of those launchers, life is going to be all kinds of pain that you don't want to bring in. We do know, however, that we're dealing with actual individual lances, so 4 mechs apiece, so 12 mechs plus turrets. The turrets might get a little bit nasty, but I'm hoping they won't. The ghost, that's where it's at. Your ERPPC can actually reach out and touch me, so that is something I have to keep in mind. Oh, are you the turret? Your gun? Good. Okay, that's interesting. Coach, where be you? Alright, the Thanatos is direct fire artillery. If he can see something and hit something, he can actually do a fairly decent job of, hurting it. Unfortunately, I don't think I have... Yeah, it's gonna be on the strikers, so it's not the best thing ever. 55% though, let it rip. That was way short, wasn't it? You just shot everybody in the back, didn't you? No.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Okay, Centurion laying a little bit of fire down as I hungrily try and figure out who got shot in the back. Yeah, you shot the burning boy in the back, the one mech that really can't afford to be shot in the back, because let's be honest here, it's incredibly fragile. So how will the enemy do stuff after that? Because I think that's all of my people. Oh no, I still have Jester on 16. How could I forget the Racketar? It's just going to load up somebody and light them all the way up. It's going to be great. I'm a little disappointed we didn't... Oh, it's your front. That's actually helpful. Because unless you want to show me your back and give me easier shots, you're in trouble. Okay, a couple of shots from a Pirate Rack, or Pirate Ultra Autocannon, perhaps? Not entirely sure. Wasn't the Avatar. The Avatar would have fired, but no. Wasn't the Sniper Turret either. Was that the Gun? Or the Heavy Point Defense? Heavy dual gun. Oh, okay. Or the Gun, one of the others. Jester, let's see if we can't get the Racketar into some action. It tends to do some pretty hilariously effective stuff, as long as I don't have to, shoot through allies, which I'm probably not going to take this round of shooting, because a 43% to fire through the back of 2 of my very important mechs is not exactly worth it. So as awesome as that would be, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to kill my own people. At least I'm going to try not to. Okay, TBM carrier. Now comes the pain, because he has the ability to cause all the pain. Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot. Thank you. Thank you so much, Thanatos, for existing in our life. And just sniping everything. I had already set it to overloaded, so it was able to handle things pretty nicely. 15 of 40 shot down. And all of his TBMs were forced off target. I love it. Catapult. Right, do we know what shot us with all those missiles? There's got to be a Calliope somewhere around here. Or just a missile turret. Heavy LRM turret. There it is. That's the pain that we knew was on the way. Okay. So, Finn.
Yes, Commander.
The goal and the plan is to hopefully, although we can't guarantee, but we can hope, is to hopefully annihilate the TBM carrier. So what sort of accuracy can you give me? 27% and no more? Yeah, drive a hard bargain, but please work. And decent damage. That's my only indirect fire capable mech.
On that one.
Yeah, but you didn't kill it. That's kind of my problem here, buddy. It's all nice and cute that you managed to, hurt him even more and probably stripped away even more of his armor, but he's not dead. And the death is kind of the important bit. It's kind of the big deal, actually. Could go there. There's surprisingly no actual target there. I could knock down a building, which may end up being part of the plan. I can see the Gun. I don't know what this Gun does. But it does have me somewhat concerned. Oh, the speed and maneuverability of this mech is just astonishing, and I love it. Yeah, I will set myself in position to target both, just to see what it is we're dealing with. And then also potentially, flatten half of the thing. Striker is a good shot. Heavy point defense, yeah, not so much. How much health does this building in front of you have so I can open up some fire lines? You have 60 health. Okay, I will do that. So I will target our striker over here. Our building right here. And then bravo. And hopefully everybody will hit. Hit him with a Gauss rifle shot. And unfortunately it looks like we missed one of our medium lasers. Oh, never mind. It's gone. We did miss a medium laser, but it looks like one scattered into it. So fire lanes have been opened up a little bit. And already the striker's been hit pretty rough. Oh, it survived by 1 health. Jerk. Got some long-range incoming missile fire, but again, we have the coverage of the Thanatos, assuming, of course, he doesn't break it, which is entirely possible. Paradox, where is your charger? Because I need you a charge. And yes, I made a bit of a mistake, but I think we can overcome it in the near future just with a lot of shotgun shells. Hi. I brought an assault mech to the party. Are you guys ready for this? Oh, that accuracy is really, really good. I don't know if I want to... I do. I could kill you. Alarum 15 plus 2 ER medium lasers. It's not dangerous, but I would like to remove it from the table. And also the accuracy that I'm looking at on the Centurion is not amazing. It's good, but it's not amazing. You're Bravo. You're a shotgun. Let's rock and roll. Missed by 31%. Okay. That's kind of what I was expecting. Somehow not dead. Don't know how, but apparently those be the facts. And yeah, it looks like he didn't get shot, which is good. So I'm actually really stunned that somehow I didn't manage to scatter into the side that was facing me with a shotgun shell, a single shotgun shell. So that was all around pretty depressing. I was kind of hoping that he would detonate in a massive ball of fire, but apparently that will not be. Rush on forward and get a direct line of sight. Sure, on him. How's your accuracy? It's not great. It's seen better days. What's my problem here? So ECM shield plus 2. Oh. So you're packing ECM. That's got to be dealt with. Or somebody around here is packing ECM. Might be the TBM carrier. That wouldn't be out of the normal too much. I'm gonna shut off the SRMs because I don't want to be firing acid SRMs through friendlies.
I got you.
Shoots down all the way, hits the building at the corner, collapses in the background. This is why Urban Warfare was one of the best upgrades. Yes, we understand. Heavy metal brought a lot of mechs and Flashpoint brought melee combat, but you know what? Oh, this is so good. Alright, champion. You can get an indirect line of sight. You can get a direct line of sight, too. I'm actually on board with this direct line of sight. We're going to risk the champion a little bit. Its armor has been shed all over the place, but I think I can get a little bit of cool damage, and I'm going to lay a sensor lock down on top of this as well. We're just going to start stacking sensor locks all over the place. Maybe I can punch on through, because I have high hopes for my first shot of a heavy Gauss rifle. Open fire! Darn it, you missed. Your follow-up with the acid was amazing, and should be rewarded. Oh yeah, that did some good work. Although, a Centurion without a cannon is a little bit weird. This is a really dumb Centurion. I'm sorry if somebody likes this particular version of Centurion, but this seems like a really dumb Centurion. It has 2 air medium lasers and an ML9. Why? Is this like the world's best ECM one? Because that seems like it could be the only possible explanation for, well, basically how trash this thing is. So rush on forward. Hi, hello, good morning, good evening, as whatever case may be. We are being jammed to hell and back, but we knew this was going to happen. And I don't see the TBM carrier, which was not the plan. I was kind of hoping to see him and be able to fire, but apparently not. Shoot everything at the Centurion then. I'm just looking for crits here. Explode.
Another hit like that?
Well, apparently not. So we're getting close on that, though. So he's having a bit of a bad day. Oh, we got another stealth coming on forward. So that'll be 2 stealths and an avatar. Interesting plan here. I may actually just want to use the Racketar to try and bust around a corner and shoot somebody that way. Cause, yeah, that'll probably work out best. Self myself up like so. Still clearly moving forward, but also I may as well just blast at whatever this thing is. Light rotary AC2 and an ER medium laser. That depresses me to a certain extent. So we'll activate our cannons to the maximum firepower because I want to see if I can actually blow him into little tiny smithereens. 12 shots at 43% accuracy. Well, aside from flattening several buildings, well, a building along the path, and made it easier for the enemy avatar to shoot me, I think that worked out okay. One of my heavy MRMs is jammed, which is not good. Come on, I expect better than that. You need to do better. You must do better. That's actually a really interesting angle to shoot at. Let's go find out exactly what it is I'm looking at. Should I do these things? The medium corporate building, which is apparently part of the base. I can see the enemy Orion. I'm better than you, Orion, and you know it. Sure. Let's kill this Gooden. Ah, yes. Heavy MRMs are so broken. Riskier in general is broken, but heavy MRMs just kind of take the cake. MML-20s are close, but just firepower. Firepower incarnate. That's what Kerensky's stick is. Burner Boy getting shot at with several of the missiles, but that's fine. The Burner Boy can handle it. One, it's being protected with all kinds of jamming, and two, it's being protected from all kinds of missiles. I wish I had artillery because that is what we call a clustered target. Even more attempted to get on through, but it's not gonna work because the Burner Boy has us all covered. Well, actually, no, the Thanos just has us all covered. The Burner Boy is just kind of hanging out, which should be able to get into the back with the enemy and just torch everything. Do we see that Thunderbolt carrier? Did we kill it? I didn't think we did. Who did we kill? No, oh, 50% and 25%. So, well, the gun. And what else? Well, I'm clearly losing my mind already. Get a little bit of long-range counter fire. I'm going to assume that, yeah, that is definitely coming from the turret, but that's fine. First of all, Kerensky's stick is kind of designed to handle this kind of impact. And second of all, the Thanatos is just trying to make sure that everybody does fine. Lovely. Catapult, it'd be boiling. And so the boiling catapult needs to sort of get that under control sometime soon. I could just sort of give it a round of not having to boil. Alright, take aim. Let's go see if we can't find that carrier, unless I already killed it. That's a striker, that's a locust, that's a Valkyrie. Right. In which case, could shoot the sniper turret. Or the stealth with surprising accuracy. Never get through that. Yeah, there's no point in lobbing over there, because that'll never work. I think I'll hit the Centurion, and... Yeah, I think I'll go for the kill. I was planning whether or not I wanted to try and get him back under temperature control or go for the kill over here. He's not dead, because he clearly has Ks, but he's not having a very good day. Onto the ground, that makes sure that you're not going to react before the rest of my company. You may want to get out of the mech, buddy. Just a friendly suggestion. You may not want to be in that device for much longer. I do need to move you somewhere that is not going to get you obviously killed. I think there will do okay. You are moving a little bit closer to Kerensky's stick, who tends to draw fire, but I think you'll be fine. Show up.
Good to go.
Right, so the murder boy needs to basically get up and start up burning and boiling. So I could just get in here and try and torch these people. Could get in behind you. Your armor is so low that has me really actually concerned. Because I don't know how easily I'm going to be able to steal him. Incendiary ammo rounds are right out. If I used those, he would just be dead. You know what? Shoot. Kill the Centurion. I don't really care for him to be alive. Your shooting's good, so shoot. There we go. Looks like an engine. And jammer removed.
Did you see that? Did you see it?
I saw it, and now you can pull on back. As soon as you refresh to figure out exactly how far it is you can move. It is now determined that it is a killer, and must realize that fact. That's where I want. Thank you. Although preferably not with your back towards the enemy. That'll do.
Got it.
Okay, your temperatures are a-boiling, but that's fine. We'll be able to handle that for a little while. Paradox with the charger. Yeah, and when the charger enters the middle of the square, you know you probably got problems. Orion, Striker, Locust, Valkyrie, Orion. So I can kill this Orion with no trouble at all. Set them both to slugs. It depends on how good the accuracy is. 72 is really good. You. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna risk it for a biscuit. Do I have Warlord? No, I might need it later.
Roger.
Yep, and there goes the Locust and the Striker, despite having the even higher accuracy chance. No. Does not matter with him. Would have been really cool if he had managed to come around the corner to wipe both of them out, but it was not to be. So I am still trying to figure out what to do about this Orion. He's got energy, 2 energy, probably 2 medium lasers, 2 missiles, SRM 4, LRM 15, ballistic is an AC 10, and the missile support would have to be an arc, I guess.
Receiving.
Hi, Howl. Do you have a target? Are we continuing our engagement? No, because the gun is dead. Right, that's how that worked. We did a very good job on that one. How good is that stealth shot? We don't know. I mean, you get a bit of a shot on everybody, which is rather hilarious. I think I'm going to ignore the Orion. I know, probably a dangerous thing to do, but he's got so little armor, I could just probably kill him in one shot. Killing that ain't going to happen. So, killing that is a little bit more up in the air. I think I'll Warlord and see if I can't hit that stealth. So, I'll double tap with the Gauss. Solid hits on both. Oh, wow, that looks like it was 100% hits. So, the Ghost having a bit of a bad day. Picked the wrong fight to get in. Move on, phase 21. I don't want to let this avatar in all that close. So next round I will probably just drop 40 missiles onto him from the Catapult Mark III, because its Radical Heatsink Kit is now on, so it's flushing an additional 20 at a time. That should help us keep things under control. And a Valkyrie coming out of the corner, deciding he wants to fight. Unable to fight, because the Thanatos is just the eye of God and protecting everything. Looks like he hotloaded those and broke them.
Good to go.
Jester, your Rakatar, if you don't mind. Shift on forward. I'm a little bit confused as to how you have an obstructed line of sight. There we go.
Copy that.
So this is the worst possible angle with which to engage him from. But you know what? I've got 2 racks, and he's, well, standing right in front of me. Good job. Managed to blow out his arm, which take out a light PPC, which is one of his big weapon systems. So he's not going to have the best of times. If he's moving up next, he already moved. Alright, so he's dead. Because I still have Mockingbird to go through, and Mockingbird's just going to execute him. Really, though, what Mockingbird is going to do is probably going to try and hit the Avatar. The Avatar is at full health, so this would be a good time to hit it with Infernos. So just to sort of prep the assault from the catapult. Okay, not sure who went there, but that's okay. Death Crusade, in your champion. It's time for you to sprint on into the cockpit, into the battle, and utilize your heavy weapons. This is why I made you, this is why you were created, and this is why you will do amazing things. At least I hope. Fire! Oh, hit him with the heavy Gauss. Oh, that's exactly right. Coach. Alright, Thanatos. Sure, Thanatos can just sort of lob a shell. That's sort of what he's gonna do. Yeah, let's bring down the house.
I got you. Enemy structure.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because there are a whole bunch of turrets now that can probably see me, because that building was sort of protecting us. It's not the biggest of deals. I think we can handle this. So we got stealth back there, stealth up here, the Avatar right here, which I may go for the capture attempt. Although, we're only taking this for 1 of 5. So butchery should be done. Right, okay, yeah, in that case, I'm rethinking my strategy. Just break everything. There's no reason to try and keep the Orion alive. The Orion isn't going to survive. So, bit of a waste of effort then not killing the Orion immediately when I had the chance. But the fact that we are just decimating these reinforcements is pretty telling. Oh, they did not come with a sufficient amount of firepower in order to handle what we have to throw at them. That's going to be fun. Maybe we'll get even bonuses for destroying all the garrisons and support lances. That would be lovely, because we took this for a lot of cash. I'm kind of hoping that I can make over 1 million Seabills with it, but it's going to be kind of tough considering we dropped 8 mechs. We dropped 535 tons, I believe. Okay, got a striker zipping on forward. Oh, is the striker the one jamming everything? Oh. We gotta kill that striker. Mockingbird. Right, you have more important things to do than play with them. You are, after all, a death machine on legs. To be fair, most mechs are, but I kind of want to... I don't want to be dumb about this, but I do kind of want to be a little bit cocky. Just a wee bit. Play forward. There's 52, so I don't really care. Alright, well in that case, stride on forward. Then what you're going to do is you're going to activate Vigilance. This will keep you still on a high enough resolve level in order to get your inspired bonus, but it will also mean that you are more than close enough to absolutely barbecue everything. Now I could go for the full torching on this one. I mean, we're dealing with, 90 heat per, so 180 heat in total is not enough to actually boil the thing alive. But the additional... That was weird. But the additional damage, I'm not quite sure how much damage it's actually going to do. Oh, it's probably calculating how much damage I'm actually going to get. Right. Because if he's entrenched, which it doesn't show that he is or not. Well, in any event, let's go shave him. Oh, the point defense turret managed to get 9 of those missiles. How badly opened up has he been? He is vulnerable on this side. Okay, so we do want to cycle around to his left side. Looks like the Orion going for a punch. He did manage to hit me for 56 damage in the back, which is not cool, man. He tried to fire a narc at us. It did not work. Okay, shotgun blast. Looks like the Rectar, though, more than managed to handle that without any trouble. And you're about to get shot at a lot. But that was why I vigilanced you, because I knew you were going to get shot at a lot. That was not the plan, but, well, definitely planned for. Oh, that's a reward for you. Right there, missing us, crashing down on the buildings behind us. Kerensky's stick stands tall. Mockingbird. Yep, because Kerensky's stick was selected to go first and was given the bonus, we will now be able to run right up into the side of you. You're the ERPPC, and you're the LRM turret. The LRM turret I don't care about, but I'm now going to pop this Avatar. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're already dealing with the reinforcements. But hi, yeah, you're... Oh, am I on the wrong side? Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I did the math wrong. The mental math did not work. Well, the structure exposed, double heatsink destroyed, and he's no longer steady. Please tell me I have somebody moving before 22. Oh, I have several people moving before 22. Let me guess. Oh, no, it's not. Huh. I'm surprised and disappointed that your side torso is not vulnerable. Because I wanted to basically just swoop in and pop a side torso and have the entire mech fall to pieces. Stealth is somewhat dangerous, but not super bad. Donatello's getting shot at by a pair of PPCs and large lasers. Looks like one of them did manage to burn through the intervening terrain and hit us. Oh, did you... Oh, did you glitch that? I think you did. That's not good. Did you... Where are you? There you are. He's busted it. Okay, we got to un-overload it. Oh, we've been flanked. Oh, I see. We got a Caesar 70-ton mech with a ballistic and a whole ton of energies. An Anubis pirate, the Galahad, which can be rough, and an Archer, 4M. Huh. So clearly we weren't done here. We're going to have to pay a little bit more attention because life just got a little bit more complicated than it otherwise needed to be. So hopefully I'm going to get paid for all of this because otherwise this is going to be a lot of pain. Archer 4M cycling in forward. Going to open fire with all of the weapon systems. Please don't break again. It's rough. I'm going to have to turn this off of overload as soon as he comes up because, well, if it gets through, pain is to be had. He's not firing. Oh, that's not good.
Damage is light.
Oh no, you shot down 20? Yeah, AMS operating, even though we didn't see it, which is fine. So the Charger is going to have to basically kill this Orion in this round. I played around with him a bit too much, and now I have nothing but pain to show for it. In the meantime, though, I have a Ghost I want to kill. Assuming, of course, I have the line of sight to it, which I might not.
I'm already there.
Okay, rush on forward, and yeah, switch over to SRMs, because life is about to be fun. Do have a line of sight on the Avatar. Could hit him with some acid. Stealth is vulnerable. The sniper turret also vulnerable. Show me the acids. Yes. I think acid is the way to go. Can I see any of those? Oh wait, no, I'm never going to get through that. Right. Forgot about that, because the point defense turret is going to handle it. So hit the Avatar.
All weapons
Because it's closer, easier to get through. And also managed to get his ammunition to detonate, and there it goes. Avatar's been taken out, lovely.
Waiting for orders.
Howls actually should be in a position to start fighting anybody she wants. Paradox. I know what I'm doing with Paradox, so...
receiving you.
Paradox is going to run behind you with two big ol' AC-20 slugs. He's in fact going to Warlord this for maximum effectiveness. Then he's going to run behind you. It seems so weird to Warlord and then move around for a punch.
On the move.
Into your back, sir. Punch. You've been opened. I should have fired the cluster. That was good enough. Charger, better than Orion. Oh, he had a heatsink kit double. That's adorable. Gauss Wolf can shift over here to start engaging multiple targets. Do I have... Oh yeah, I still have the Valkyrie and the Striker? Or just... No, it's just two Strikers, okay. Oh yeah, the Valkyrie got insta-gibbed by the heavy Gauss rifle, and it was hilarious and something that we need to do more often. Because I think that's a very cathartic thing. Yeah, we'll kill the Ghost here.
Aye, aye.
I just want to remove his mobile assets from the table. The turrets are dangerous, but I want to take these mobile assets off the field if at all possible, and XL engines tend to be pretty vulnerable.
Salvage that.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Death Crusade, your champion has big goals and big dreams. And you're going to shift right on up in here.
Position confirmed.
Hi, buddy. I have a chance, and let's see if it works.
Aye. I've given
Ah, missed. I've got 10 of those rounds. I may need more.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Burner Boy. The Burner Boy is a little toasty at the moment, so less than ideal. But if I get the Burner Boy in flamer range of, vehicles, I might be able to get a little bit of work done. Right. MML Inferno? No, that's not our problem. We have many problems, and that is indeed one of them, actually. How many flamers do I gotta shut off to get this temperature back under control? Most of them. Okay, I will actually do this anyway. Because
Tell me what to shoot.
only 23 damage? Flamers got nerfed, man. I know that they said that they didn't touch flamers, that's a lie. Something in the way that the flamers were calculated has been changed. I need to get up here and start wiping out the turrets. The Kerensky stick is actually ideal to do that sort of work with, because Kerensky stick happens to have MRM-30s, which, well, they rip through turrets really, really gosh darn good, because it focuses all the damage into a single point. Same thing with the Hag. Jester.
Commander.
Right, the Rakatar needs to kind of get in on the show as well. I may have to just rely on you to do the job that, unfortunately, the champion was unable to do, and that is basically eliminate this guy from ever existing. Oh, there goes another building.
Commander.
I didn't mean it, but... Oh, he blew up the leg. Good job. Archer, vulnerable. Couch.
Ready to rock.
Right, Thanatos, I'd love to keep it on overload, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that suicidal. I may, however, be engaging at point-blank range with somebody, which ought to be fun. Don't select that. Select that. There we go. Lovely. I don't want to shoot through friendlies, but I may not... You know, it may be better just to go turret hunting. Go take a peek with all of your MMLs. Could shoot the Caesar. Don't really have any interest in doing that. That may end up being the best idea. 73 with a silver bullet. No, we're going to shoot the... We're going to shoot the PPC turret. Alright, risks, acid, SRMs. Blast away. Managed to hit him dead on. Gone. Just gone. Acid SRMs, man. They are the way to go for long-range vehicle or long-range turret destruction. Radical prototype double heatsink kit coolant flush activated, so that'll keep his temperature well under control in the next couple of rounds. I would like to kill this archer. Not sure who to utilize to do it. I'm on 18. Nobody is coming in underneath that, so that's unfortunately not going to be done. Looks like, what'd you bring in the back? Some sort of lasers and missiles. Now our missile defense is no longer nearly as effective as it was because I had to stop overloading it. It's too dangerous. I don't want to lose the pirate weapon system. I don't have a spare, otherwise I would have thrown the spare onto the Atlas. Don't taunt these people. Was that through?
I'm catching some serious shit here, Commander.
What artillery are we getting shot by?
Reporting heavy damage.
You're fine. I believe it to be so, and therefore it is. Right. You are vulnerable. You are also, you know, dangerous, but I would like to just keep control of you. So can I just move up behind you? Thank you. Lovely. I will turn a little bit just to see if I can't make sure a minimal amount of my mech is vulnerable to being shot at. Flamers to on. All the flamers to on. We're going to torch this guy because I don't want him living anymore.
All weapons are go.
There we go. Throwing enough fire, eventually the enemy will detonate.
Getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
You're fine, I hope, I think. Where is this archer going? Oh, one, good. Lovely. We should be able to blow off the archer's leg or side torso. Depends on whether or not he's got an XL engine. I'd like to get some better sensor readings on him just to figure that one out. Because if he doesn't, then it might be worth going for the leg. If he does, then absolutely pop that shoulder because that'll just save the rest of the mech. I mean, it's not ideal because we're not going to get all 4 parts, but we're not really in for this for parts. You know what? I think I'm going to have you do a little bit of grave robbing, sure. So just set yourself up. 99 ones. Step in the water for water temperature control. Do we know anything of what you've got? I don't think we do. No, we don't. In that case, yeah, blow out that shoulder and make it hurt. Okay, he didn't, but it didn't matter because when you fire a heavy Gauss rifle into someone's torso, it tends to travel. Alright, the Thanatos, I think I might want to save for a bit, or... Ooh. Thanatos does have a line of sight on the heavy point turret. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. So we can't see the Caesar, which is less than ideal. Are you a cataphract? That's adorable. Finn. Give me Finn, or maybe not.
What's up,
Oh, Paradox's Charger's up. Right, okay. That's what I want. Paradox's Charger is not going to waste his time trying to shoot at, you know, a little tiny thing. He also doesn't have shooting scoot, so I'm not going to bother shooting at the striker and then trying to scoot, because he can't do it anyway. So we're going to start running the Charger into a position where he can actually be helpful. You, I'd love to be aggressive with, but I'm not certain that I can be. Because there's limitations on what I can, you know, manage. So I'm going to shift around over here, see if I can't take a little bit of cover behind the building, because I don't want to be too open about what I'm trying. And then sensor lock, is that something that will help me out here? Or is this just a distance equation? No visual, ECM shield, okay. I'll lay a sensor lock down for anybody else. See if we can't take control of the heavy point defense. Although somebody's got a pretty big artillery cannon, and that would be lovely to remove. Alright, acid, silver bullet. Silver nailed it. Acid took away most of its armor, so it's almost dead. Finn, do you have a line of sight? I have it on the stealth. Alright, so basically, if I want that turret, I've got to basically run right up in front of it. I don't really want to be too risky about it, but at the same time, no guts, no galaxy. And I think you're in range. Push it.
full speed.
Be a little bit aggressive with the catapult. By a little bit, I mean super hyper awesome aggressive. As Rems sent to acid, let's see if we can't hurt somebody. Heavy point defense turret is offline. Lovely.
Turret destroyed.
So now everybody gets to fire missiles to their heart's content. Also, apparently he was jamming something. Or that might be the stealth. Oh, you're probably the one who was packing. Okay. He's back into a cluster. Heavy LRM turret. Oh, he's got dead fires. That could actually be pretty dangerous if we allow that to aim at somebody who's active. Gauss rifle, that came from the Galahad, no doubt. Gauss rifle and PPC, for sure. Alright, Jester.
Receiving you.
The Rakatar needs to go execute somebody. I mean, I don't know. Ooh, are you the Galahad? No, you're not. You can't be the Galahad, are you? Yeah, you're the Anubis. I don't feel like taking you on. I think I'll drill the Caesar. Yes. So this round will cook. Next round we will get that temperature fully under control because we'll be able to use a Warlord. Yeah, Caesar. Enjoy. He's been doing really well.
Taking heat damage.
He's finally jammed it, but he's been doing. He had a lot of rounds there where he was just firing away at maximum firepower. So good job. The counterfire on Kerensky's stick. Sounds like they flattened something. 6 of 6 missiles defeated. But yeah, the Caesar is now incredibly vulnerable. Not quite sure who I have to dish into it. Oh, Howl, of course.
Commander.
Howl would be ideal for this, actually. Assuming I can get her a side angle. Which I absolutely can. Lovely. Minimum ranges? Minimum ranges are playing one. Can I get even closer? Closer. That'll do. Surprise! It's the Gauss Wolf. Hi, Galahad. I'll take care of you later. Oh no, we're in jamming range. Crap. Well, we got his XL engine. Didn't matter. And we took out the building behind him. Ooh, Gauss mask. Oh, it was just everything on that thing. Or maybe you were the one who fired it. Oh, our Galahad's pure energy. Oh, okay. So it was the Caesar who fired him. That's odd. So the Anubis is a pirate Anubis, so I don't think it's that big of a deal or a problem necessarily for us to deal with. I mean, he's not a risk version, which could be pretty rough. Galahad decided he was going to stand still because he's a coward. Kerensky stick. Hi, I have, well, many things for you to kill, of which one of them I kind of want to be a Deadfire LRM turret, but I'm not going to be that aggressive about it. Going to shift him from behind the building. We're going to target the heavy dual gun. And sure, I think I'm just going to run myself dry on ammunition. Sure, this ought to work. Warlord, just to get the heat fully under control again. And blast away.
Firing all weapons.
Popped. Lovely. Alright, so we've got one more turret to destroy. And, of course, the stealth. Striker zipping on along. Looks like... Did he just suicide into the water? Or into the... He did suicide into the fire. Thank you for solving a problem that I really wasn't going to deal with this turn. Oh, that helps out a lot. Alright, so we still have a Deadfire missile launcher, which is just being painful and difficult to deal with. The stealth also not all that difficult to deal with, I don't think, at this moment. So we'll pop around a corner. We'll hit the heavy LRM turret with Kerensky's stick. That'll finish that one off. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the Galahad just yet.
Commander.
Oh, never mind. I know exactly what I'm doing with this Galahad. Can I step like slightly to the side to make sure that I'm focused fire? That'll work for me. I can do that. Yeah, I think the Anubis was the one giving him all the protection.
Roger.
So twin Gauss, followed up by a pretty solid medium laser loadout.
Right here.
You could go hunting that. You would probably, well, you probably won't be able to kill him. But you know what? Sure. Bring it around the corner. Go for a sensor lock on them. Just to see if we can't remove some of his defenses. And 79. Oh, it's so very satisfying when that heavy Gauss rifle fires.
We can salvage that.
No, we're not. We slammed him in the face with a heavy Gauss rifle. There ain't nothing left to salvage in that one. Alright, Catapult. Who are you? You're the stealth. I don't care about you. What I do care about is heavy LRM turret. And I will dish all the acid into it. There, that frees up Kerensky's stick to do more important things.
That turret is gone.
And you can shift around into corner and defense, because the only thing left over there are buildings.
Good to go.
Showboat. Yeah, you've taken care of your threat target, which is great. You didn't actually have to do anything to do it, but I'm not going to hold that against you. Run into the water, chill out, get your temperature back under control, so that we can utilize you without having to worry about burning everything. Alright, the Charger can kill the stealth, but I think I'd rather have him swing over here and see about wiping out a Galahad. Hi.
Firing a full stealth.
Oh, he only hit with one. Gosh darn it.
Commander?
It's actually really disappointing. I was like, haha, he's gonna do it. He's gonna blow him into little tiny smithereens. Nope. Alright, shoot the stealth in the back.
Acknowledge.
Probably shouldn't have revealed you back to me. Pop. Pop.
Scratch another target.
Oh, they're down to just the Galahad.
Confirmed.
Can the Thanatos get on target? Although, I think there's enough range around the Thanatos that he won't get shot. Or around the Galahad, he won't get hit, so fire away.
Here we go.
Oh, so much pain.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Good job. Really good job. Okay, Galahad turn. Let's see what he wants to do. Oh, nailing the Rakitar. I think he's identified the most dangerous threat on the field.
I'm under heavy fire.
Oh, it's reasonable, though. The Rakitar is insanely dangerous. The Rakitar also needs a new heatsink kit because it's currently using a prototype radical, and unfortunately, the prototype radical is only sheds 40 heat normally, so I need to get a little bit more control out of that one. Can I just run you around to the corner? I guess not. Okay, so can I walk to this corner and get the side angle? Not really. I mean, I'll have a obstructed shot, which messes with that. I'm gonna sprint. We'll get the direct. Put you in my perfect range, man. I've only got one rack. I am gonna warlord this though to get the temperature way under control. And there goes his leg.
Critical hit, Commander.
You may want to bail out, pilot. Just a suggestion. But all your buddies are dead. And, well, the Rakitar's looking at you. That tends to be a really dangerous position to be in. Catapult? Shall the catapult zip in and steal glory? Potentially.
Double time.
Shift in a little bit. Could shoot. I think Galahad's had XL engines. I got double heatsink kits, whatever they got. So you can try and burn through his leg. Switch it over to Deadfire, because I've got... Oh, Deadfire doesn't have the range. Alright, we'll acid it.
Taking the shot.
Left arm destroyed, and there he goes. Dealt with handily. And now let's just finish blowing up the base. So move the Charger on forward. Charger has multiple targets. Multi-target. You. Bravo. Blast away. You missed. God. Why can't you hit with both guns?
Target destroyed.
I know you can do it, he just doesn't often do it. Alright, champion. Let's see if the champion can rush in and save the day. It, after all, does have a apparently super long range Gauss rifle. 43% make a rack. Oh, lovely. Alrighty, so not a bad mission whatsoever. Kicking butt, taking names. And I think the champion performed quite well. Does need some modifications. I think... I'm going to have to see about better sensors or probes or something out of this thing just to help cut through a lot of ECM jamming. I really like the Silver Bullet Gauss. It's not an ideal position, obviously, because I can't put on weapon mounts and all that sort of thing, but it's pretty solid. So it's about what I was expecting it to be, which is pretty good. 1.132 million Seabills. Oh, that's lovely. That'll add on a nice cash payday. Catapult picking up a ton of kills on that one. My Avatar's first day out, or my Champion's first day out, managed to pick up 3 mech kills. The Rakitar playing a very heavy support round this round. So, interesting. Thanatos, I do know that you misfired on that laser AMS, but apparently that's not actually a problem according to him. Kretsky stick took a little bit of a hit, and the Charger, of course, took a punch right to the back of the center torso, but it's got 120 back armor, so it didn't really care that much. All in all, pretty solid. And we get 1 random piece. And US parts apparently coming in pairs. So our Avatar parts. I could actually go for the Avatar part just to try. I believe I have... Yeah, I have 2 gas rifles left, so I don't need any more. Clan gas rifles I would have grabbed, but not normal ones. MRM 10s, no thank you. Snub-nosed PPCs could go up to all 4. Come up with a mech that a quad PPC. That'd be hilarious, actually, for... Ooh. May do that. Arc 12 sheathed beacon, I don't have any. That's better. That is very much better. But yeah, I would love to grab that snub. Apparently they grouped all of the Thunderbolt 5s into the same category. Alright, sheath beacon, because that's probably going to be what we're going to grab. And a steel quantity 2. I have 3, so I'm kind of good on that one. Some fire control systems. FCS thermal vision. which you can get if you get other fire control systems built into it. A signature dampener. What's this do? It is a stealth armor. We pulled it off of probably one of the stealths, actually. Provides sensor stealth when activated. Can be added to mimetic armors. Oh, this is a bonus to a system. It's not actually a stealth armor. It comes on top of a stealth armor. All right, not bad, not bad. I think the sheath beacon is probably the best thing. Got a pair of ghost parts and a Valkyrie part. We can sell those. Basic cockpits times 10. Really, game? And more endosteel, which we can probably sell a little bit of it. Should we need additional cash, which I'm kind of trying to save up enough to actually build my Kraken. Because I kind of had the load up pretty much figured in my head. It's not quite ideal, I suppose. Although maybe I should put a pair of snub-nosed PPCs into it. Instead, well, no, I'm using Clan ER large lasers. The idea is going to be basically 2 Clan ER large lasers, a heavy MRM-40, and a Gauss rifle, which seems a little bit light, I know, but it's an Atlas. It's not exactly quick. So trying to put on, say, an Ultra Autocannon 20 or something really kind of feels like that might not be the best way to go. I'm not really sure on that. Same problem with throwing a heavy Gauss rifle onto it. It's like, are you ever actually going to be able to get into range to use it effectively? 86,000 for 9 days. Okay, we've got 5 before the end of the month, so we're doing okay on that. We can apparently pay for 2 months according to that screen, although that might change when we pay the 86,000 for the additional repairs. Yang, please tell me how things are going. Birda Boy's going to be a day. Who's the bad ones? Charger's pretty rough, actually. Screamer's still 11 days out, but that was expected. Kerensky stick as well. Guswolf. Rekatar. Champion's only a single day repair. I love it. Alright, that'll allow us to sort of cycle through our mechs on the proper speed. So we're going to wait a few days. Stop. Thank you. Right before the end of the month. Oh, the Thanatos isn't ready. If I was willing to field again, I could field before the end of the month, which I may end up doing, actually. Because the Thanatos is going to need additional repair time on top of that. Because it's got the broken at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, we've got a Marauder and a Kraken. I was thinking I could do quad snub-nosed PPC on the Marauder. Because, 6 tons, that's 24 tons. I think he can actually, yeah, he can handle that. Because the stock Marauder is 14, 15, 16, plus 8, 24, plus an additional 125. Yeah, it's got like 25 or so tons of normal stuff. As you can see, I basically have it set up to be maxed armor at the moment. But I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it, because I've built Marauders before, and they all sort of end up being the same way, and I'm not sure I want to do that again. Could throw in a light engine. It's not as good as a Clan XL, but the Clan XL is being reserved for the Kraken. But what we would end up doing, no doubt, we'd also come for a kit, can't forget that. We'll throw out a double, just for argument's sake at the moment. I only got a single 300, so that's a bit sad. I need a second one. Because technically what this does need is it needs a 300 rate of fusion core thrown in that to keep the speed up, and that'll keep it up to a 4.6. If I throw in a 280, I believe it drops down to a 4.3. Yeah, it goes down to a 3.5, which is just a little bit too slow for what I'd want to do with it. But I'm really not sure. It's really limited on energy hard points. If I had more plasma rifles, what I would want to try to do is just go a whole bunch of plasma cannons. So what can stand in as a plasma cannon? You can't even send. You can? Yeah. What I would do essentially would be, and just imagine these snubs or plasmas. We're going to have to dream for a moment. And then I would come over to my melee weapons and I'd throw in a pair more plasma lances. I mean, then we of course have all kinds of additional savings, the XL gyro, the armor, the structure, all that for, more tonnage, for ammunition and this sort of thing. But that would be, pretty hilarious to me, because that would just be all kinds of heat. So that's kind of the thought I have going forward right now. Maybe one of these would swap out for its stump cannon if the tonnage is the same. 6? No, it's not, so. Let's see, after that we would go Clan Pharaoh, because we have a ton of it, which is kind of hilarious. Clan Endo. I don't care about a center torso, because there's nothing in the center torso that I can mount, so XL gyro is no problem at all. And that gives me 8 tons for ammo. So even if I assume a single ton per gun, because I believe plasma ammo comes in, so we would have enough to maybe even cram in, something to use these ballistics. What sort of weapon? Oh, duh. Oh, no, not quite. But that would be close. Really close. We're not quite there, but That would be actually really hilarious because that would be kind of perfectly contained. Etc. I'm not putting machine gun on this. That would be suicidal. So, I would have about... Shed some weight. Come back up. And that allows us to come. Yeah. So we have 8 tons. 4 of that would go into the gun. That would leave 1 slot open for 4 tons of something, which would obviously be an engine buff. Or we pull off the Pharaoh. But I don't know what I would fit in these ballistics. It would have to be machine guns, because they're the only thing that would fit. Even if we were to get a light rifle. So a light rifle, I believe, is 5 tons, and even that wouldn't fit. So, or not a light rifle, but a light AC-2. But maybe a light rifle might fit. Plus the ammo for it, though, that'd be a little bit difficult. Yeah, because we'd only have 1 slot. It would have to be a self-contained pepper box or something like that, which we don't have. But yeah, this is kind of the idea that I think might be interesting to do with a Marauder, and then up the engine even further, I guess, or a supercharger maybe, or just start pulling things off of it and seeing what I could cram in. Oh, electronic countermeasure. Duh, that would be what we'd have to take. A good probe and ECM, and we'd probably drop the Pharaoh. But yeah, it's kind of the idea that I have for the Marauder. If I can get another Clan XL before we have to build it, then I can do even more with it. But it's going to take a little time to get our hands on that equipment. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. I have been Tarek. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see the notification every time I post these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment. Make sure you join us for our streams, normally held on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 4 o'clock. Although for the release of MechWarrior 5, we're having a special, well, week of streams starting at about 4 o'clock, except probably on Fridays. And come join us if you want to sort of hang out with us as we play through the beginnings of MechWarrior 5 with some members of the community. And I will see you all in the next episode.